Friday, there was a ruling handed down by our Supreme Court in this country on the issue of gay marriage that saddened me greatly as an Assemblies of God minister. God designed marriage for humanity. He first described it in Genesis, and it was later affirmed by Jesus in his teaching that marriage is a God-ordained covenant relationship between a man and a woman. This lifelong, sexually exclusive relationship is marked by faithfulness, sacrificial love, and joy. And this displays for everybody to see the relationship that God has with his people. While commentators and politicians and judges have revised their understanding of marriage in response to shifting societal trends, followers of Jesus are to hold on to the teaching of Jesus, who claims to be the light of this world. In Matthew 19, 4 through 6, Jesus says this, "Haven't you read," Jesus replied, "that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female and said, 'For this reason a man will leave his father and his mother, be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore what God has joined together, let no one separate.'" Nothing in the Supreme Court's findings on Friday or their opinions changes truth about marriage. What has changed for us as Americans is the legal definition of marriage, which is now in opposition to orthodox biblical faith that has been affirmed over the centuries by billions of believers. The law now misleads Americans about the true nature of marriage. Evangelical Christians and other followers of Scripture have a great opportunity during this time to demonstrate the attractiveness of Christian marriages, loving marriages, and Christian families. Evangelical Christians should renew their commitments of sacrificial love and faithfulness to one another. Men and women of God, now more than ever, we need your marriage to be strong and be an example in the land that we live in. As witness to the truth, those of you who claim to live in the light should be gracious and compassionate to those who do not share our view on marriage. This does not give you the right to become hateful and belligerent and mean. To the pastors of Bethel Church, I want to say this to you, to my team. Politics reflect culture, and culture reflects religion. If you're concerned about the political drift of American culture, preach the gospel. As it sends out roots into the lives of believers, the seed of the gospel will continue to permeate and change our culture. Second, to those of you who are adherents to Bethel Church, you are privileged, blessed to be a citizen of this great nation. Use your citizenship well. Seek the common good. Advocate for the lost, and the least. Speak the truth at all times in love. And vote for candidates and issues that reflect biblical perspectives on issues. The difference in so many conflicts in America politically are settled over a simple issue of who decided to stay home and not vote. And to all Christians, if you're having trouble with the Supreme Court's decision, keep your perspective. I just finished a series on end times where I told you week after week after week that Jesus said, I tell you these things so you will not be alarmed. Have hope. The hope I talked about 2 weeks ago is just as enforced today as it was 2 weeks ago. This decision doesn't change anything in that teaching about end times. Believers, remember the words of Jesus. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world.